Yes, sir, we are live now. Please go ahead.
Yes, I go ahead.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I am Sai. I will be moderating this session, and I'm excited to introduce our speaker for today, who I just had the pleasure of interacting with, Mr. Ankit Dhanuka. He is the co-founder and managing director of Robust Research, and which is a market research firm, which provides data collection services, project management, and overall complete insight delivery. With over 11 years of experience, Ankit sir has taken his company to new heights by using cutting edge AI technologies and using data driven insights to help businesses make smarter decisions. His firm believes in the phrase research from base, which he will be elaborating upon in this session. Beyond running a successful company, he's also an active member of the Market Research Society of India, a reputed organization in itself where he champions the growth of the industry as a whole. We are lucky to have him here with us today to share his insights on how AI is actually transforming research and shaping career opportunities. So let's give him a warm welcome. Hello, sir. We are now officially starting the session.
Thank you, Sai, for that warm welcome and a quick introduction about myself. That's great to be here. Great to give some knowledge, part that knowledge to across to all the students out here and everybody, so that what I have learned over the years that can be carried forward and utilized in a way where students can go out and utilize this knowledge again, in their experiences moving forward. I would love to, start sharing with a PPT and, with my introduction more in detail and talk about company and my services. And then we'll jump onto the AI into the market research and how it's shaping the future. So I'll just share my screen. Let me know if you're able to see.
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I'll quickly start off since we are running on time. Everybody's time is precious as well over here. My company is called Research from Base, Robust Research. Our tagline is Research from Base, which stands for any company who has to conduct research. It needs to be from base. It needs to understand, what are they building, why are they building, for whom are they building. So that's why we help any startup or any established companies out there. A quick introduction about myself. I provided a link over here for my LinkedIn profile, or you can quickly search me on LinkedIn as well, and you'll be able to find me. I'm one of the co-founders and managing director at Robust Research. I'm one of the managing committee member at MRSI also, which stands for Market Research Society of India. You guys should definitely check out their website as well, because they're doing a lot of initiatives in research industry and for students. Anybody who wants to become a member of Market Research Society of India as a student can apply there as well. Taking my name, you can take my reference and you can apply there. There is a little fees to it, but not a heavy one. It's a very minimal one over there. But you should get in because you get a lot of research papers, a lot of research industry news out there. I'm one of the advisory at a company called Metaforms AI, which is based out of Bangalore. And this company is well funded with $1.5 million from Nexel partners and Together partners out there. Very young children, they're also in the age of about 24, 25, building up an AI startup in the market research industry. I've been in the investor in various startups over here. I'm one of the partner at a venture capitalist firm also called as Knocking Point Ventures. I've received multiple awards out here, Client Delight, Rising Star, Director Silver medals. I'm recognized in LinkedIn as top market research voice as well. This is a very quick introduction out here. Sai, if you have any doubts, please feel free to, pause me in between and check with me, how this is working around or what needs to be done, or if anybody else has any doubt, because I believe in more of an interaction rather than just one way talking. So if anybody has a doubt, please feel free to ask me at that moment itself. I'll be happy to answer.
Sure, sir. If there is any doubt which is relevant to the particular slide, I'll ask. Also, what our structure is, we collect all the doubts in the chat box and then we present to you at the end. So that is the structure which we'll be following.
Sure, anything is fine with me. Anything works with me as long as people are able to understand and they are not dozed off. This was a very quick introduction about myself, about my company. Myself and Satish have co-founded this company. We are the two co-founders. Arup sits in Mumbai. He is VP on the business development. Venkat here is the Director of Strategy and Operations. Samit heads the Director of Client Success. Govind is a manager on client services again. Morgan looks after the IT requirements, the tech part of the company. Naveen handles something called panel out here. Panel is nothing but a group of people or a lot of people who want to give their feedback. So we send them online surveys and they fill in their surveys and give back their responses and we incentivize them. So Naveen handles that part of our business. This is a quick leadership team at Robust Research. Next, a quick introduction about the company. We are 12 plus years old, started way back in 2012. We are in 24 right now. A lot of ups and downs, but we are on the growth path of it. We are a member of ESOMA member, which is worldwide known in the market research industry. You can again Google them, very helpful site, a lot of presentations, a lot of papers on the research, helps a lot. Then we are accredited to Insights Association, which is USA based association, because we do a lot of work with international clients. That is where these two bodies come into the picture. Market Research Society of India, which is MRSI, I already told, we are a member and I'm one of the managing committee members as well. We are also recognized as top company for panel research by Seen by Quarks. We have two ISO certifications, one on the quality management and one on the IT security, which I believe AI in today's world is disrupting. And we have also been certified as Great Place to Work. So with all of this accreditations and with 12 plus years of experience, we are taking things forward. We are passionate, committed. The leadership team I've already shown you. Then there are a lot of other people under them who have been putting their soul and heart in building this organization. This is some of the services that we provide to our clients or anybody who's looking for a research to be conducted. Primary research is your first time research. Anybody who wants to conduct a first time research, they come to us for primary. Secondary research is something which has already been done, available on the internet. We are just putting that together and putting a report over there. Survey scripting and hosting mainly comes for online research, where a questionnaire, which is in a Word document, has to be scripted in a way that it is in a digital link. So whenever you click a link, a full questionnaire opens. More of like a Google form, but more advanced with complex logics. Then we conduct a lot of healthcare research with doctors, patients, nurses, because a lot of pharma companies are our clients, other healthcare research companies are our clients. Okay. Then we have online panels, which I told, a group of people who wants to give their feedback. Offline research would be anywhere face to face. You would have seen when you're walking around the malls, people come to you, hey, can you help us filling this survey? Can you help us giving your feedback? This is where offline research comes, or even focus group discussions, in-depth interviews. All of this is a part of offline research. Data analytics and reporting is a big thing in a research because the data which is collected makes no sense till the time you analyze it and you present it in a report. Data without this is absolutely junk. Then we do a lot of community recruitment as well for our clients, which means we are helping to build their panel or build their community. So you can think that we are recruiting people for other companies to give feedback. For example, Nestle would come to us that we need mothers on say 1,000 mothers we need, because we want to do a research with them on month. So we would recruit 1,000 mothers and give it to them as a community and then conduct research on them month on month. Language translations, because India itself is not limited to one language, various languages, so is the world. Every different part of the world has different languages. CATI, now CATI is computer aided telephonic interview. A lot of research is done on a telephonic as well, not just online or offline. You guys also would have got, a phone over there that can you give us a feedback on this product? You recently purchased a mobile phone. How is this mobile phone? How's it operating? All of this. So a lot of telephonic interview also takes place. So these are few of the offerings that we give to our client. Now you might be wondering, where is AI in between all of this? All of this is linked with AI in today's world, because somewhere or the other, primary research AI is working. For survey programming, AI works. Healthcare research is related to AI. Online panels, data analytics, a lot of AI does, which will speak about it in my coming slides, and which will give you more clarity on what exactly of AI is happening in the market research industry and what are the career opportunities out there. These are a few of the clients that we work with. I put down a lot of names out here. So we work with 3 different bracket of clients, if you look at it. First is the top brands, the brand clients we call, the end clients. Any of the LGs, the Bosch, Amazon, Tata Steel, Paytm, all of this are end clients. We have also worked with schools in the catchment area where, they want to open a new school out there, and they're trying to understand what would be the fee structure, what kind of students will come to our school. We have worked with a lot of EV startups in understanding the user behavior, the consumer behavior over there. Then we have worked with consultancy firms, which is your EY, McKinsey, JD Power, CRISIL. All of this are your consulting firms, which does a lot of market research. Now, per se, EY, when EY comes into your mind, you might only think that it's a fintech company which does only a taxation and a lot of that. But that's wrong. That's a wrong assumption. EY does a lot of research in social studies. It does a lot of research on consumer side of it, and they pick up government projects to do all this research. Then the third bracket, which is there, which is the research agencies, just like myself, which is Robust Research. We help them in getting their research done as well. So the names that are presented over here are all domestic as well as international research agencies. The reason why I have presented this company names to you is, again, on the career side, that there's a lot of opportunities in all of these companies as well, along with Robust, where you can apply with different roles that's there. You can pick any of these brackets, and you can look at the future. There is no limits to any of this. So that is why I've been very clear on this slide. We have our headquartered office in Bangalore with offices in Mumbai and Delhi as well. We have our sales office located in Nevada, US, where majority of our sales takes place, along with Europe. Like I mentioned, we do a lot of domestic as well as international research. That's where we require an international office to be present and to help our clients. Along with, once again, ESOMA member, MRSI, Inside Association, ISO certifications, and great place to work. Now, this brings a very quick introduction about myself and the company that I have founded and what we are doing and which kind of clients we are working with and how we are building their future. Now, let's jump on to the real thing, the AI, which is today's hype word. I would say that everybody uses AI. AI is the future. AI is everything. Your laptops has AI, your everything. I mean, if you look at now your train tickets, when you go in the trains or anything, even your TC is checking your tickets on the pad, on the real time, all the data is getting collected. Try to understand on that. So let's start off with this session. I think this would be helpful in understanding what's actually happening in market research. I'm pretty sure by now you have got an idea of what is actually market research and what we will do with AI into market research. So when I talk about the transformative role of AI and ML, so artificial intelligence and machine learning, it is not just artificial intelligence. Without learning, there is no AI out there. So machine learning has to be a part of it. This would be some of the flow of what we will go about with it, how this session would look about. an overview of AI in the market research, the benefits of AI, challenges we are facing as an AI implementation, career opportunities, and what are the future trends in the AI, where the future is heading with the AI. So we'll break this down in different points out there. We'll take it up as a challenge also. We'll take it up as a benefits also, and look where you guys are standing and where you guys can, pick up the best for yourselves. Now, if I have to talk about AI in market research, we are redefining today's world of market research in terms of AI implementation. How this is helping us? It's helping the researchers, when I say, to automate their routine tasks. That is the first most point of it. Researchers are with a bulk load of work on their head in terms of conducting a research, because if they give a wrong output, that research which they have made makes no sense. A lot of work goes into that. So AI helps in your routine task getting implemented in a very simpler way. It gives more space and time for a researcher where he can concentrate on actual deliveries. It helps us in deeper insights with predictive analytics and your AI into analysis. It is going more deeper. It is not just an overview of a car, for an example, a car purchase. It's not just an overview of how a customer has purchased a car, but it's an overview of how a car is being purchased by a customer. So basically, that involves the salesperson, that even involves the company from which he's buying the car, that even involves and dealer from where he's buying the car. So such deeper insights come into the picture when we implement AI. I'll give you a few more examples in my coming slides on how this is getting implemented, how it's working around, which will give you more idea. With this deeper insights, the market researchers are able to make more enhanced decision making in terms of their storytelling to any brand clients. Now, again, brand clients are able to make strategic planning based on this informed decisions. Now, if you look at the next point of mine is called strategic planning. How is that helping? Because the brand are making the strategic planning. Where should I put my advertisements? Why should I put my advertisements? How should I put my advertisements? They are able to make those strategic planning, because till the time they don't do marketing, their sales is not going to come. So though we are talking about AI in market research, somewhere it is also helping the brand clients indirectly in understanding their products for consumers or services for their consumers. Along with AI and machine learning, we are also fostering the innovation that's there. Now, when we talk about the first innovation of gravity, till now, a lot of innovations in science, a lot of innovation in pharma companies, a lot of innovations has come up. The same goes with market research, the same goes with AI, that, something that we were using about 10, 20 years back is now backed by AI out here. They are able to streamline it. They are able to get deeper insights, enhance decision-making, strategic planning. Now, hope this helps in understanding what exactly is AI in market research again over there. Now, my next slide talks about the advantages of AI in market research. Now, when we talk about the advantages, now this is somewhere linked to my previous slide, which again talks about increased efficiency, your time saving, your cost saving. Now, if you talk about here, the last point of mine is I'm jumping directly from first to last. The reason is because a lot of cost gets saved in terms of market research, which gets conducted. Earlier, a market research would take about 2 to 3 months for a project to be completed in terms of understanding the whole cycle. Now you can do it within weeks, so that it helps brand clients to understand what they have to do. Now, for example, Diwali is coming up. A lot of research is going at the back end. Why? Because they have to, where do I advertise? How do I advertise? They're thinking on those side of it. Where do I sell? A lot of research within this last 1 month to 2 months is going on. In fact, even till next last week also it will be going on, because brand clients have to sell their products. So a lot of research goes in, a lot of increased efficiency happens. Your analysis is getting much better. Your deeper insights is coming, because The data is coming in real time. People are coming to know what needs to be done. The actions can be taken within half an hour to 1 hour with the approvals. Your improved customer insights are coming in. Where are my people looking for my product? Are they looking for on Amazon? Are they looking on Flipkart? Are they looking on Snapdeal? Okay, I should increase my advertisements on Flipkart because a lot of people are searching for Nike shoes out there. This is where customer insights is helping the brand clients. This is where AI in market research is indirectly helping marketers out there. So with all of this advantages in with AI in market research, we are able to do very quickly research. We are able to give deeper insights. We are able to do better analysis. We are able to do a cost reduction out there. So this helps us in a much better way. And of course, AI is getting much better with the machine learning into the process because you have to feed a data in AI and then it keeps learning from there and it keeps building out. Now, this slide is all talking about disadvantages because AI is not just glory, but it has a dark side to it, which you call dark web. I'm sure everybody's heard of the word dark web, but AI also has a dark web. It has a dark side of it. There is the first one of potential job displacement, which people say, AI will replace people. People will not get jobs. People will not get opportunities out there. That is absolutely wrong, according to me. People using AI will get jobs. People not using AI will be left out. It is as simple as that. It's just divided into two. People using AI will get jobs. People not using AI will not get jobs. Why do I say that? Because AI is the buzzword. AI is the future. AI is something that every company is looking forward for. It's now much better at the starting to learn about the AI, be it in any industry. I'm not just talking about market research. AI is not just in market research, right? AI is in any industry out there. So you have, whichever industry you have focus on, you have to understand why that AI is over there. What is the advantages of that AI in that particular industry and what is the disadvantages? So first one over here, I'm saying that job displacement, yes, it will replace jobs, but for people who are using AI, it won't. Then the second one is the high implementation costs. In my previous slide, I mentioned cost reduction or cost efficient out there. This, you might say that, so this is a very, you're talking about cost reduction and you're talking about high implementation costs. So when I say high implementation cost, this is at the initial stage when a company is implementing an AI technology. Once that AI technology is implemented and it is run, that's where your cost reduction happens. So your disadvantage is that companies needs to implement that AI at the initial stage. Now AI is very different for different works or workflow that is needed. So every AI needs to be implemented. You need to have technological background, technology understanding of how that AI needs to be implemented and how it needs to be utilized. That's where your high implementation cost comes in. The third most is data privacy concerns. This is very realistic, and we all know that our database is somewhere floating around internet, and it is going here, there, and random people call us, take loan, take this. A lot of scams are happening. So AI is building more upon it because more fraudulent people are able to build more concerning workflow over there where they can scam us in a much better way and we will not even get to know. We already know that, people are calling with face fakes out there, replacing the face and everything. How is that happening? AI is doing that. So that's why your data privacy is coming. Now, every country or every region have implemented their privacy laws again over there. No? For example, one privacy law is GDPR. Are you a GDPR compliant? GDPR is European privacy laws. Then US has their own privacy laws called HIPAA and all of it. India, in fact, has all privacy laws. So, in fact, India, it's not followed so much, but the other regions, well-developed countries, a lot of this happens. And, you get sued if your data gets leaked, if a company leaks your data out there. The fourth most is we are relying too much on the technology. than, on our own intelligence. We are relying too much on this artificial intelligence where, some blind spots can be left open when it comes to market research, because a lot of data gets collected through AI. So there can be blind spots. A real actual understanding of some product might not come out to a marketer. And, a wrong marketing can happen, a wrong campaign can take place. That is where a lot of reliance on AI is also not helpful. We have to apply our intelligence with artificial intelligence and build a better future for everybody. So this is few of the disadvantages that I believe it's there with the AI in today's market research, or in fact, I would say it in any industry that's there. Very quickly, if I would have to talk about some examples of currently AI and machine learning working in today's world, you look at industries like healthcare, advertising, financial services, all of this. I'll go one by one. For example, the first one says generative AI in healthcare. AI in market research in turn is helping doctors, in turn helping pharma companies to build up better drugs for patients, better services for doctors that they can give it to their patients. So at the end, it is the patient outcomes that is beneficial for everybody, that is bringing the glow on everybody's face out there. So pharma companies to doctors, doctors to patients. End of the day, the patients are benefiting. Before that, the doctors are benefiting from the pharma companies. And before doctors, even the pharma companies are benefiting because they're able to bring much advanced drugs in the market. They're able to bring much advanced technologies in the market with the AI over there. Then there is AI in the advertisement, which I already spoke on as a campaign, as a D2C brand or any other company like Nestle, Mondelez, that where should I be advertising my campaign? Is it Flipkart, Amazon, or a retail store also? If Mondelez has to sell this tomatoes ketchup, which retail store is the best where I can sell that? That all data coming from the retail store, the data coming in from the customer feedbacks, help them understand, which is my best product, where should I be selling over here. The third one that I've given as a real case example is the fintech companies. I already told about ENY. Similarly, there's Paytm. There is other fintech companies who conduct a lot of research in terms of trading, in terms of their company building, organization building, to better give a risk-free management or a risk-free consulting to their consumers again, because I would say consumers, because even in fintech, they're consumers. So for say, if you have heard about a company called JAR, that is a company which lets you lets you invest money month on month, and they indirectly invest in gold, and then you can take out the money whenever you want. So it's a investment from you month on month, and it's giving you more returns based on your investment than a bank, because they're using AI at the background again to understand your mental behavior, that yes, you will be investing. They're using AI again to invest in a gold or other bonds and everything and make money out of it to give you those returns. So this company is called JAR, again, a fintech company, brilliant company, very well funded. So if you understand what I'm trying to say, AI is there in every industry. AI is helping build industries, grow industries, and the companies over here. Again, if we talk about AI in market research, the previous one were few examples. What is it doing in market research particularly is it gets on to, first, if I talk about automated surveys, it lets you create a survey. It lets you send out those surveys. It lets you get those feedback from the people. We call it respondents in market research world, respondents or consumers. It is helping with those. So you just put a statement, I want to conduct a research on car ownership. The AI will automatically generate about 10-20 questions for you with the options as well. Earlier days, You think of the question, you think of the options, you think what needs to be done. Now it is all in place with the AI. There's a lot of social media analysis happening, a lot of campaigns that is being put, a lot of feedback being taken. All this social media analysis helps everybody understand what is going on in the world, what needs to be done, what has to happen. The third one is the chatbots. AI very famous with chatbots, automatically replying to your answers. That is where AI is done. And when it is replying to your answers, it is doing analysis at the background with your answers. So there is, okay, so there is a company, a keyboard company, which gets installed in your mobile phone, and whatever you type gets recorded at their end. Okay, so if you're searching for pizza, you will be seeing Domino's Pizza or Pizza Hut ads very instantly, because it knows that you have just typed pizza to your friend or to somebody using a WhatsApp or whatever medium, and it's able to portray an advertisement of exactly. You have faced this, be it a laptop or a mobile. As soon as you search for something, you start seeing those advertising popping up very nearby. That is where all this chat keypads and chatbots are helping AI and market research to understand. Your real-time data collection is taking place. Now, even when we are doing the sessions, I'm sure you guys are asking those questions to Sai, putting across some comments out there. This is your real-time data collection. Same way the AI is collecting your real-time data out there, and the companies are able to make those decisions on the go. Like I gave an example of Diwali. This is a real-time data collection that they're talking about Diwali, and within a week they have to remove the product in the market, and that has to sell as well. That is not just removing that product in the market. So a lot of things are happening in the market research industry when it is coming to AI. We'll see a few more examples as we're moving forward. This is one of the case studies where I have put it forward for you. So this was one FMCG brand which wanted to conduct a research on the sentiment analysis. Now we took the help of an AI. They had a problem of understanding their customer satisfaction. They wanted to even understand how their product needs to go in the market in terms of their packaging, in terms of labeling and all of it. We used an AI in putting up the problem statement to it. It created a total questionnaire to us. We rotated that questionnaire to multiple respondents. We got the feedback. The AI did the whole of the analysis. We didn't have to touch anything. The AI even created the whole PPT for us, and we had to just see whether it is making sense or not. How did this help us? The product feedback that came in, why 30% have written over here, was much better, because the questionnaire which it created made more sense to the people who were answering. It was in a more interactive way that the people were able to get engaged out there and give us their feedback. If it was a human touch questionnaire, sometimes it gets very monotonous. Tell us your age, tell us your gender, why do you like this product, why don't you like the other product? It becomes very monotonous. But with the AI giving the excitement at the back end, the boost, it really helped in giving those feedback accuracy. With this analysis, we also understood that there's an increase in their customer satisfaction, because the way the questions were portrayed to the respondent was more engaging, and that is where customers were again very excited to answer the feedback. And that helped us understand that yes, the customer is very happy with the FMCG product, and they are a repetitive customers to that. Now, overall, this gave an output to the FMCG companies on, what their next strategy planning should be. What should they actually be doing with this product A versus the product B, and what next needs to be done. So this was a real-time case study that we did, and I wanted to present it to you. The next one, if you look at it, this is purely AI based. There's a video played out here, if you can see. This is called eye tracking. In market research, this is called eye tracking. So when you're looking at websites, It is tracking your eye movement as to what are you seeing, where are you, your eyes are getting moved around. And it is tracking all your eye movement and saying, okay, on this page, this should be highlighted. On this page, this should where my product should be displayed. This is market research. In the similar way, it is called facial coding as well. Your whole facial coding gets captured through your webcam or through your mobile phone camera. Understanding whether you're happy, you're sad, you're excited about it. So when you're looking at a movie, let's replace this video by say a movie is going on. It gives a different emotions to you. You're happy, sad, and you're excited about it. All those emotions gets captured so that the people who are creating these videos, the people who are creating these websites, gives them a real-time answer that what they should be doing next, what they should be replacing. So videos, when I talk about, it's more of advertisements or any other products which gets displayed. Over here, website is getting displayed. This is done by a very beautiful company called The Light Bulb. They are totally an AI company into eye tracking, into facial coding again over here. There's another Bangalore-based company, and I believe they have an office in Chennai as well. Check them out. It's called Entropic. Very well-funded company, very well doing in the market research space of facial coding, eye tracking again. So this is all AI, my friends. This is where the next research is all about, not just collecting questions and answers. This is where the technology is building. This is where your future is going over here. Now, if we talk about the adoptions and trends in market research, if you look at this graph, it says planned adoption versus current adoption. 64% of the people in market research industries have started using AI in some way or the other. 36% people are still planning to adopt AI. That means they are running behind the game. They are running behind the 64 people who have already implemented some kind of an AI. Now that AI could be at the beginning, just preparing the questionnaire. AI could be at the end, just creating a report. AI could be at the analysis phase. AI could be at the data collection phase, any of this phase. But 64% people are ahead of 36 people out there. But again, we need to understand, and what I told earlier, there is a cost associated to it. Maybe this 36% are thinking how to implement that cost or how to get an ROI out of that cost. People who have deep pockets, they have already implemented AI. They have understood that, yes, without AI, they will not be able to succeed further in the future. So this is helping them out. So AI adoption and market research, again, is very varied. Again, this representative is very different from region to region. India would be a different percentage. US would be a different. Europe would be different. If you go towards Singapore, Japan, it would be different. But people are adopting AI. People are looking into it because that is where the future is there. But I'll tell you one thing. A lot of brand clients are willing to experiment with AI, but they are taking a lot of time to get it implemented. Why? Because they have to take a lot of approvals. They have to take a lot of approvals that, yes, this AI, what I want to get implemented is safe. Our data would not get leaked. Our privacy is safe. Everything in terms of legal is safe out there. But they want to experiment it. They want to get implemented, but it is taking a time. In terms of market research, the time frame is small because we know we have to be quick in giving this brand clients the answers. Even if the brand doesn't want to implement, we have to implement it at our end and get those answers for them. So this is what is happening. Let's talk very quickly about some SWOT analysis. I've not written much in detail. The strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, strengths. The strengths I've already told in the beginning when I spoke about the advantages, about deeper insights, efficient timelines, and all of it. Weaknesses, which I told, client engagement in AI projects can be difficult, which means implementing this, getting it approvals, all of this makes it more complex. becoming it as a threat as well, getting that. Because, for example, let's say Nestle and Mondelez, Nestle is able to get an AI implemented earlier, and Mondelez is still stuck in approvals and legalities. That means Nestle has taken a step ahead. It is ahead in the game. I'm not saying Mondelez cannot take over them after those approvals. It can absolutely take over, but we don't know what these differences can bring along. Then there are opportunities which brings in new revenue streams, new avenues for any industry or any company that is using AI, even in terms of market research. The earlier slide, which I told about 64%. So they are ahead in bringing those new revenues and avenues out here. What is the future, which I was discussing earlier for market research in terms of AI, in terms of strategies? There is first one is there's a lot of AI applications in the market. Choosing the correct AI application is the first most important for any market research company or even a marketer. Second, how that application is going to give me an improved matrix. How is it going to develop my product revenue from say 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs? How will it make my sale of 1 crore to 2 crores of a product? That improved matrix, how that applications can help. Then the third one is integrating the actual use case stories. For example, an AI application which is done with Nestle already, they'll go and sell it to Mondelez. Now, they'll go and pitch to Mondelez saying that, hey, Nestle is already using it. Why don't you use it? Mondelez will have more confidence that, yes, if Nestle is using, that means something better is there in this AI application versus a B application. So they would have more confidence. So real use case stories can really help in getting them onboarded faster. The fourth most is adoption of best practices. A lot of AI applications, some are legally correct, some are illegally correct, some are illegal. All kinds of applications are there. There are SDKs in the markets which doesn't require Play Store and all of this. You can directly download an SDK and it plays in your mobile, and that is pulling all your data. Your data privacy is nil out there. So your adoption of best practices for the future need through an AI is very much needed in the market research industry and in the other industries where AI is being used. There is more future trends to it. The previous ones was not just enough. Now, what future trends of AI, when I say in market research, means is how it's going to help the marketers, how it's going to help anybody. Now, AI is helping in hyper personalization. I gave an example. If people are searching for Nike shoes on Flipkart more, that means Nike is getting to know that I need to sell more shoes on Flipkart rather than on Amazon. So that is where hyper personalization advertisements are being placed. Hey, you were looking for a Nike shoe? Here, reach out to Flipkart. It's very simple. That's how the advertisements of hyper personalization. The personalization has gone to such level that if you are walking near a Nike showroom and it knows that you were looking for a Nike shoe, you will start getting advertisement of that showroom. That, hey, a Nike showroom is just around the corner for you, or a coffee shop is around the corner, or an ice cream shop is around the corner. That is where your personalization to each individual level that is getting. Your predictive analytics growth is taking place, your consumer behavior, your sentimental analysis. This is where your prediction of the future for a company of where they have to sell a product comes into the place. AI with augmented reality gives more of an consumer engagement, interactive experience. You would have seen people putting those augmented realities and getting it. There are advertisements playing on those augmented reality. You suddenly show a perk, you suddenly show a chocolate, and your mouth watering over there. So that is where an AI with augmented reality together is building those relationships. Your economic is getting bigger in terms of your consumptions, because now consumers are showing more advertisements. Consumer earning has increased. More advertisements shown, that means consumers are buying more. That means your economy for the country is increasing. By 2026, anywhere between 2.6 trillion to 4.4 trillion, it is expected to grow globally with the AI and market research itself. Then there are the other AIs in other industries. We don't know how much that will grow there. Now, if you this represents some of the companies again who are AI-based companies, along with traditional market research, just like us, who are building AI products, who are using AI products in their day-to-day life. I have segregated with the kind of research that is there. And I'm sure everybody knows what is quantitative research, that is number-based research where it is quantified. Qualitative research is more of emotion-based research, more an open-ended way of how a research is conducted. Now, these companies are domestic as well as international companies. Now, if you talk about quantitative, you can see Suzy, Yabble, Zappy, all of these international companies doing a hell lot of research from questionnaire design till PPT creations. Now, when I say qualitative research, that is emotion-based, where a moderator is involved, a real human is involved to ask you questions. Over here, they're replacing by an AI agent. So AI agent acts like a moderator and he will start asking questions to respondents and get the feedback. And in this way, even the respondents do not feel shy that, they're talking to a real human and they're feeling shy. But here they feel that they're talking to more of a robotic, but that robotic also is somewhere more realistic to a human touch so that it can get the insights over here. Now, my next slide talks in terms of analysis. I spoke about quantitative research. I spoke about qualitative research. These companies are leading ahead in terms of text analysis and in survey analysis out there. Now, what's the difference in text and survey analysis? Text analysis is only open-end analysis. A lot of feedback comes in open-end, in expressions. It comes in a writing format or in a verbal format. It needs to be analyzed. Thousands of people talking thousands of things. You have to arrive at a common point. That is where this people using an AI are coming up with those technologies and an output. Survey analysis is your whole survey, the quant plus the text and everything, and preparing it into a PPT format. This is where these people are coming and building out here. Again, beautiful companies, not limited to India, internationally grown. There's a lot of things to look at on these companies. I'm sure all of you have been waiting for this part where what lies the future with your careers, where are the career opportunities, what should we be looking at. I have just jotted down about 4 points out here, which I believe it's going to help you. The first is the data scientist, because they have to extract actionable insights from the data. I told earlier also, data without any analysis is a junk data. It makes no sense. So first career opportunity is the data scientist of cracking that data. Now, second one is AI specialist. I told that there are a lot of AI tools in the market. Which AI tool would be the best at which situation and for which company? AI specialist is someone who can guide people basis their knowledge, basis their research done earlier, basis their analysis, and ask companies to implement them. The third is market research analyst, who gives an in-depth market analysis of what is happening in the market with the product, what is going on with the forecasting of that product or forecasting of a services. That's where the market research analysts come. Many people sometimes confuse between data scientists and market research analysts, but these two are totally different. In data scientists, you're only examining the data that has been provided. Now, the data could be any product, any thing over there. Now, when it comes to market research analyst, it is a whole new world. It's more of an analyzing of the whole new market, more of a, you can say, GTM, go to market strategies, analyze that market. How will you approach over there? What will you do over there? The very classic example I'll give you is the Coca-Cola example. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this. In India, they made an advertisement where a man was in the desert. He saw a Coca-Cola bottle. He drank the Coca-Cola bottle and he was very energetic. So there were 4 pictures demonstrated and it said, wow, Coca-Cola gives energy. The guy, the advertiser, he went and replicated this in the UAE market, in the Dubai market, and all of this markets. And there it did not work. It was a flop. Reason? Because in UAE markets, they read from right to left. So they saw a person with energetic Coca-Cola bottle, and he was drinking Coca-Cola and he was in desert. So, people were stunned that same marketing strategies do not work everywhere. Your go-to-market strategy has to be different for every market to market. That Coca-Cola sales went down in UAE. It was a shocker for everybody, but it was a big learning for everybody as well. The fourth most is the AI ethics consultant. I already told that, AI is the dark side of it. It needs a lot of ethics. It needs a lot of understanding on what is correct, what is wrong, where your privacy needs to be there. So as a career opportunity, even AI ethics consultant is a very good opportunity in the market in today's world that people are looking, because let's be transparent and true. Not everybody understands AI. They only understand the word AI, artificial intelligence, but what it does, how it does, nobody understands. If you as a specialist, if you as a consultant can guide all these people, that's the best out of it. Very quickly, what are your next steps in the AI journey, or what you should be really doing is, and what skills you require in the AI, according to me, is proficiency in data analysis. Learn the tools, learn any analysis tools that's there. Don't stick on only to one tool. There are plenty of analysis tools which can bring a lot of knowledge. Machine learning needs to take place. It's not just human learning, but machine learning and developing those algorithms for your analysis. Analysis is not everything just plus minus, right? Analysis is all about algorithms, building on an Excel, building everything over there. Then there is familiarity with your AI tools, building up your technologies. Analytical skills have to be built up, which I told, learn your tools. Now, all of this analysis that you do, all of this data that you're gathering, you need to have an effective communication skills. If you're not able to tell that story out of that data, it makes no meaning. You have to tell that. So I'm sure that some people the communication skills might be less, some people it might be more, but putting it in a pictorial way, putting it in a different way, that can be done by any creative mind. And I'm sure all of you are very creative. Everybody is very creative. We at least put it in a way that without us speaking, just looking at the picture, a person can understand. There's nothing much better than that. It's bringing to last few of my slides, just one or two more left. The last of this is call to action. Let's just embrace AI. And when I say embrace AI in market research or in any industry, AI is here. AI is here to stay. AI is here to grow. We have to grow it together. So let's just take a deep breath. Let's embrace it and let's sink in it. And let's see how we can grow with AI, because job opportunities will be with AI. Let's understand that as well. That's bringing to my end slide. This is a QR code to my LinkedIn Rovers research page. If you guys want to get connected to our page, please do. A lot of job opportunities, a lot of other industry news we spread across, a lot of case studies on what we are doing, what is happening within the organization. You can do that. This is the last slide. The next slide is about just thanks one. That's there. And that brings to end to my slide again over here. And yep, that's the end out here. Let me know how can we innovate better? How can we build the world to better out here? I think everybody wants to do something and needs a helping hand. I'm here. We are here. Let's grow together.
Sure, sir. That was a wonderful session. And the way you point by point, you explained in what all aspects we can actually use AI, in market research, in sentiment analysis, in different, how we can leverage AI in different forms. That was something which gave a lot of insight to, I hope it gave insight to all our students. Also with us, we have Surat sir. He's a part of the Industrial Interaction Council, and he would like to give some of his thoughts on this session. So I invite him to present his ideas on this. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Sai. And I'm welcoming Suraj sir as well. He's been one of my mentors as well, to be transparent.
He has been a mentor to everyone in the Student Placement Council, in the Industry Interaction Council, as well as all the students in the degree. He's a
Of course.
legend in himself.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Sai, I think sir left the session. I think he had some other meet or something. So we can proceed with Q&A. Or
No worries, Abhijit. So, sir, there were not some, but actually many questions in the chat regarding what you have explained to us today. So, I'll be going ahead with some of them. The first question is, what all AI tools is Robust Research, and what all AI tools is Robust Research using?
Okay. So the first most is we are using the company which I'm already advising called Metaforms. We are using them. They have two different products within themselves. One is automating the programming of the survey. So any questionnaire, if I just put it in a Word document, it can be generated in a link format within seconds. So we are using that so that a link can be generated in terms of programming. Second, they have a voice agent which makes calls for telephonic research, which can be used on the quantitative side as well as qualitative side of it. So Metaforms is one which we are currently using. Then we have few more which I cannot disclose due to the NDA sign. But yes, this is the few that we are using at our end.
Okay. Moving on to the next question. How can AI democratize access to market research for startups and small businesses? Because the larger businesses have access to plenty of resources. As someone just asked in the chat box, how can aspiring entrepreneurs make informed decision in a business environment with limited resources? And how can they compete with the larger firms using AI in research?
That's a very good question. In fact, that is why AI is here to help anybody and everybody in terms of resource crunch. If you don't have a resource, that is why AI is your co-pilot, co-partner. Correct? Chat GPT, wonderful tool helping you build your whole strategy, marketing strategy, helping you build your whole analysis plan. Wonderful tool again. You just need to have a free account. You don't need to have a paid account again over there. So there are a lot of these tools which gives you a free account or a free trial period as well, where you can go experiment, build up on whatever entrepreneurship journey you're going upon or a product that you're building. But like I told in my previous slide, also choose the correct applications. There's a lot of applications which are just running at the back end something else and yet delivers you something else. Choose the correct application of what product you're building and what idea you want to get. Now you spoke about resource crunch. You spoke about not having a lot of people for startup. ChatGPT will give you your marketing plan. You have to just implement it. ChatGPT can give you your business plan. It can create PPTs as well. You have to just monitor the PPTs. There's a lot of other websites which build up your PPTs, your business plans again over there. You have to put in your numbers. Don't go with the numbers that they have put in. Your actual numbers have to be from your end. That is where I told your intelligence with artificial intelligence is going to build the future. So both has to be combined. It is not blindly that you just look at artificial and build up others. So a lot of tools are there who gives you free trials, who gives you free accounts. You can limit to some usage. Your email campaign, which you have to send out bulk emails. There's so many tools who give you some credits, right? That you can send out to 1,000 people, you can send out to 2,000 people. Create various email IDs, take that account over there, and then start utilizing it. There's no stop for that. You need to have the gist. If you have the gist that I want to achieve this, there's everything free in the world. I hope that helps.
Yeah, definitely, sir. Because in current times, we can operate a company with just a few people, $1 billion company with just a few people and with use of AI tools. So that is something which wasn't possible until the advent of AI.
Of course, of course. Now, if I
Touching
give you
upon yes, sir, go on.
Sorry, if you speak about the Bharat Pay, the ex-CEO, he told that, I'm not even looking at building a 50 plus people for my next company. I'm only looking at a very handful, 10 to 20 people where I will build $1 billion company because I don't need so many people. I need people who can work with me, who can understand the vision. And with today's technology, anything can be done. You were,
Absolutely, sir.
yes, sir, you were saying something. Sorry.
Yeah, sir. Also touching upon the point which you mentioned, how if we combine artificial intelligence with the human intelligence, then we can achieve wonders. So about that human part, AI is powerful. Yes, we understand that. But how do we ensure that there is a human element, of empathy, intuition, and ethical reasoning? How do you and your firm, Robust Research, particularly ensure that this human touch remains a core part of your decision making in a highly data driven environment? How do you ensure that?
See, like I told earlier, we cannot be totally dependent on AI. The slide which I spoke about the disadvantages, relying on technology too much also doesn't help. There are blind spots kept over there. Now, if I'm using an AI to build up my PPT, I'm not going to blindly show that PPT to a Nestle and say, hey, here is the output of your product. The human touch comes over there, which is a researcher, which analyzes actually what AI has made that PPT make sense or not. Is it actually done with the analysis of what actual data was collected in the market from the field and it is giving a correct output? This is where, the small human touches will help with the greater outputs over there. I'm not saying that human touch has to be 80% and 20% is AI. Use your AI as 60 to 70%, but your 30 to 40% needs to be a human touch to get that. Over the years, this will decrease with the human touch because AI is very new. AI is still learning. The machine learning is still going on. In the future near, we'll be able to make more better decisions with the AI.
That is exactly what we wanted to know about this, that how can actually we can introduce that human part. So it is inevitable. We cannot have something to present without including the human touch. So that is something which is non-negotiable. Also,
Non-negotiable.
there is another.
There is, sorry to interrupt. There'll be a lot of companies who would say we are totally AI. There is no human touch. You don't need humans. The AI will do everything. That is all crap. It is not at all possible. At some point, human touch is needed. In fact, even the human is putting the problem statement in an AI. That is where the questionnaire gets generated, right? If human is not putting the problem, how will that questionnaire gets generated? So somewhere human touch is always needed.
Sir, about that questionnaire part, one participant had a doubt that can we use AI to actually have a dynamic questionnaire? As in, for example, we have created a questionnaire for market research and circulating it. And many people are answering it, but the AI analyzes that some of the answers are very redundant or repetitive and they don't serve any particular purpose. So what AI can do is actually change the question dynamically in real time so as to have better, a better form. Like it can change the questions while the form is circulated. Is it possible and is it being introduced in the industry? Is it used in industry?
This is possible, but it is possible on the qualitative side of it, not on the quantitative side. When I say quantitative side, because the questionnaires and the options are already fixed. On real time, you cannot change those options because on real time, if you change the options, for example, you were taking answers from 1,000 people and you have changed the options for 200 people, your research will not give you correct output. So on the quantitative side, it is not possible. On the qualitative side, which is on the go chatting, like you're asking me questions and you're building upon those questions, you're making yourself more aware and building things. The same thing AI does. The way the respondent is answering, basis that it makes it more interactive for them to answer in a much better way, so that the next question it represents to some other respondent can be in a better way. So quant side, yes, it can be done.
So this thing is actually possible and being done. That
It's
is
being done. It's being done. So there's this company called Bolt Chat AI, again, international based. So what they have created an AI agent for people to give responses on a chat. So the question are asked on a chat, and you have to give a real time answers on a chat, and then the question itself keeps getting evolved, so that the more output keeps coming out of it. So it's already being done.
okay, sir. Also, building up upon that, because many people are asking in the chat box that is there any internship, as an AI specialist, which people can get during while still studying in college? Is there any such internship? If so, which companies hire such research interns?
I think every company, you can reach out to every company in market research. They are always looking for intern students whilst you guys are studying, while you guys are on your courses or there. But yes, I don't know about the requirement of time, but any companies, we ourselves look at internship students, to join us. There are the bigger brands. If I talk about in India, there's Ipsos, there is Kantar, there is Nielsen. All of this, the bigger brands over there keep looking for internship. Even your McKinsey's and your ENY's can be reached out, but they will drill you. So my suggestion will be: do not go out for the bigger names, do not go out for the bigger companies. Look for mid companies, look for smaller companies where you get your flexibility, where you get an overall learning. With bigger companies, you will be stuck in one role. You will not be able to grow yourself in terms of knowledge, in terms of understanding. With midterm and your smaller companies, since they give you a lot of work, yes, work pressure will be there, being transparent, but you will get to learn. You'll be an all-rounder.
Okay, so start working in companies which are smaller in scale so that you can learn many new things while the company is growing.
Of
That is
course.
something which we students can keep in mind.
Yes, and there's opportunity to be a founding partner as well. When I say opportunity to be a founding partner, since you're doing that internship, you know a little bit about that company. You will be a core part of that company with a smaller. And if those company goes on investments, goes on to become bigger, you will be one of the founding internship partners out there. So there's limitless opportunities again. It's just that you have to dig for companies like this. You have to search. You have to do your networking. Without networking, nothing works. Let's be transparent. Your networking has to be there. You need to understand industry experts. LinkedIn, beautiful platform where you can reach out to anybody, and anybody would be, happy to help students, ready to help students. You have to just ask. And market research, again, I would say, is an industry where you just ask a request for something and anybody would be happy to help you around.
So leveraging the power of LinkedIn.
That's the best tool of networking in today's world. If you're looking to connect with anybody, be it on an entrepreneur side of it, be it on an investor, be it on a venture capitalist, that's the beautiful tool. The another one is your Twitter, which is your X right now, Meta. That's another way you can connect with people. But just go and ask. Don't feel shy. Nothing wrong in it. At the max, what will you get as an answer is no, or you will get no reply. Doesn't matter. You still have a lot of fishes in the pond. Just go fish around.
Absolutely, sir. Also, sir, how has AI transformed the way how has it transformed the decision making process during the market research? When you're conducting a market research, how does it influence the decision making process while you're understanding the consumer trends?
Come again.
how has AI transferred the decision-making process in market research, particularly in understanding the consumer trends?
Okay,
You
so
collect some insights and you then have to take decisions upon that, right? So how is AI useful in that decision-making part?
correct. Now, when I spoke about AI doing analysis, AI creating your presentations, okay? So AI is not giving you just a pie chart or a bar chart over there. AI is also giving you suggestions on your product or on your packaging, on your price points, what it should actually be. 100 people answered the price of lace should be only 8 rupees and not 10 rupees. So it is giving a suggestion to the lace company that so many people have answered this. Maybe you can be looking at a price point because that is a pain point for a consumer, because half the time maybe you're selling air in the packet versus an actual chips. So this is so we might take it as a laughter, we might take it as a funny way, but the company who's analyzing this data, the company who's making decisions out of this is taking it very seriously. Is because his next steps are based on all of this. So AI is making those suggestions based on the insights that is gathered. Even before gathering those insights, AI has made assumptions as well in building up that document of questions which needs to be asked and how the final output can come. So in everywhere AI is making suggestions, every step the AI is giving his input in making your decisions faster and stronger.
So just two more questions. We have already overextended a lot. If you allow those two questions.
Sure. Go ahead, Sai. Let's do this.
Yeah, sir. So basically, you mentioned about Lightbulb AI and how they use eye tracking to conduct market research and find out what all things they should highlight in the website. So most websites don't have the webcam access of a computer. Do you recruit people as test subjects, show them the website, and then conduct research on them, analyze their eye tracking and other kinds of data? Or do you do this via some other way?
That's through recruitment. It is purely through recruitment because, for example, if I, so how this happens, okay, there are two ways that it happens. One is through recruitment. I recruit a bunch of people and I show them the website and I ask them to give a feedback. But that is actually not correct because in that way, those people will keep moving their eyes here, there, and we will not get the correct output out of it. Then the other way is I'll send you a survey link, or you click on the survey link. It will ask you, do you give your permission to switch on your web camera? If you give your permission to switch on your web camera, your webcam opens up. And then when you're browsing, so on that link, the website will open and everything, you browse it and everything, and all of that data then gets collected and is stored at the back end. So this is how the data gets collected for the eye tracking, for even facial coding of it, all of this other ways.
Sure, sir. So taking consent and taking volunteers to do that particular thing.
Of course, you have to
Understood.
take, without consent, you cannot do anything. Without consent, it is not at all possible. So you take a consent and then move forward. In fact, when you spoke about the consent, there's a lot of research which gets conducted even for children of 10 years old, for a juice packet or a chips packet, or even for toys. A lot of research goes into this. So we cannot directly ask those children questions. We have to take a consent from their parents, then do a research with those children in the presence of their parents. So a
Is
lot
it
of
legally permissible?
Yeah, so when you take a consent from their parents, it is legally permissible. You cannot directly reach out to a child below 15 years old. If you reach out to a child below 15 years, then it's illegal. But if you take a consent from their parent, it is legally, everything is fine.
Sure, sir. Sir, our last question for the day, then we'll wrap up this session.
So,
If a student wants to, approach a market research firm like yours, what is the best way for the students to express their interest in your company? and the research projects which your company is pursuing when they are reaching out? How can they distinguish themselves from the rest of the crowd, and what all things they should express to show that they are interested in working for your company?
Okay, see, what does the crowd do? The crowd usually just finds an HR email ID and sends an email with a resume. Correct? That's what the majority crowd does. That's a very wrong way. Don't do that. Or if you're doing that also, that's fine. You send your resume to HR. But LinkedIn, the best tool. Reach out personally to the HR through LinkedIn, or the people who are on the top management and within a company through LinkedIn, requesting that, hi, I'm looking for an internship. Hi, I'm looking for a job opportunity. Hi, I'm interested to pick up few projects where I can help you. This is the best way. Your HR in our company as an HR gets a lot of resumes in a day, at least 200, 300. How many resumes will she go through or he will go through? LinkedIn is the best platform. Connect with people, understand company culture, understand what are people doing, connect with them, try to, and sometimes you can directly connect with owners as well. I'm not just saying anybody on the HR level or anything. You can directly reach out to an owner of the company and say, sir, I'm interested in an opportunity. I've seen this. This is my skills and sets and how I can help you. Maybe if you have some examples of something that you've done in the past, or you have created some analysis plan, you have created using some tool, something, you can just showcase that as an example. And if that is, remarkable, the company itself will come back to you. So basically, you have to show an example. A student has to show an example of their past, that they have created this or they have worked upon this. This is the efforts that they have done. That is where the game changer is. That is where you're rotating the plates. That is where you're getting into the people's mind and in front of their eyes. If you're just sending resumes, you're just one lost in the crowd.
So showing some proof of work is key.
Of course.
And can we expect some kind of stipend from these companies, or will it be, unpaid internship sort of thing?
Mostly it is stipend in today's world. Earlier, it used to be unpaid. Some used to be paid. Today's world, again, depending on the company, it can be paid, it can be unpaid again, but mostly it goes into the paid cycle of it. I would say don't look at it at a money point of it. If you're looking at as an internship, right? Money is not your priority. I understand if there's financial crisis or any of that, which some might face, but don't look at it as money, because the opportunity that you will get, the learning that you will get, the experience that you will get, the knowledge sitting next to an in an organization with a person or colleague who's already working there as a full-time, that you will get is priceless. Build upon that. Take knowledge from that and build upon that. Don't look at the money part of it when you're looking for an internship. You get 2,000, 3,000, happy, be happy with it. You don't get anything, but you still want to get into that company. Go ahead, leave the money aside and get into that company if that's your dream company. It really doesn't matter. Because this also you're building a proof of experiment, right? This also you're building a proof that yes, I have done something for this company. Now, hey, you should hire me for this reason, because I've already done for company X. Now company Y should hire me because I have already gained knowledge, I already have experience, and I can build up things.
Sure, sir. Sir, again, this was wonderful, the session. The answers, we got a lot of insight. And I hope this will not be a singular interaction, but we'll remain in touch. And you will keep mentoring our students and helping us, helping some of our students who are interested in the market research field to get into it, and guiding them how they can get into it. So these things, I hope we'll have your mentorship and support. And I hope we have the backing of robust research for our degree students. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the session and all the guidance. Now
Thank you.
this will be the end of the session. We'll be wrapping it up.
Thank-
Do you have any final words?
Sure. Thank you, Sai, for having me. Thank you, everybody at IIT Madras, for having me on board for today's session. I'm always available for any mentorship, for any guidance that is needed. The company is available. Go onto the LinkedIn page of my company, go on the LinkedIn page of myself, search out for me, send in a request, happy to accept. Any guidance needed, just message me and I'll be there to help you out. And of course, I'll be associated with you guys one more, and I'll be looking forward to, giving more of this mentorship sessions and bringing on more on the table. Thank you, Sai. Thank you, everybody on this table right now.
Thank
You're
you very
welcome, sir.
much, sir.
Abhijit,
Yeah, this one is actually a wonderful session. Up till now, whatever session we do, uh, we never find like in a session like we are discussing on disadvantage of AI side. So that's pretty much interesting for me in this session, specifically. Apart from everything that you mentioned, it's quite eye-opening. And just thank you for the sessions.
Thank you, Abhijit, for
Really,
having me.
thank you.
and sir, I moderate many sessions. Rarely have I seen so many questions coming up in the chat box. So this must mean that what the topic and whatever you have taught us today, that must have piqued some interest in the minds of students,
I'm
which is
happy
why
to
so many questions came up.
I'm happy to hear that, and happy to answer further questions also. Just get in touch with me, message me on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to answer there as well.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much once again, sir. And Abhijit, I think now we can end the
Thank you,
session.
sir. Yeah, we can end the sessions. Thank you, sir.
Sure. Thank you.
Mahesh sir, we can close the stream and end the session. Sir.
Sir, can I speak?